So now breaking update, where amid the rising of the COVID infections in the state of Kerala, the CPIM had flouted norms by organizing a congregation which was attended by over 185 people. Straight away going across to Ashwin. Now Ashwin, what was this congregation all about? And on a day when Kerala had recorded a staggering over 46,000 cases, this is the highest ever single day spike that Kerala has witnessed, and the government also on the same hand decided to impose lockdown-like restrictions. Why this congregation is being held?
This congregation is being held now as we speak, and about 200 people are congregated at a place called Madikai. Now, this is part of the various district conventions that the CPM has been holding. Now, earlier, the district collector of Kasaragod had issued an order saying that all public functions, including political functions, must be restricted to 50 in numbers. But coincidentally, this order has been completely changed. A new order has come which states that the restriction should not be based on TPR, that is test positive, but on hospitalization. But this has been made after Chief Minister had called a higher level meeting yesterday. Now, these visuals are quite shocking. As of now, as we speak, 200 people of the CPM along with guests are attending a district convention. It must be very well remembered that an earlier district convention held in Thiruvananthapuram itself had become a cluster. I repeat, it has become a cluster where an earlier convention like this happened last week. It had become a cluster in Thiruvananthapuram, and that has led to a pandemic. Even some of the ministers are right now got infected by COVID. Some of the prominent CPM leaders were infected by a similar meeting held in Thiruvananthapuram, and now the collector has, it has changed the earlier order which restricted 50 and to accommodate. It definitely looks like the collector has tried to accommodate the CPM district meeting that is being held today at Madikai, at a place where that particular spot where this meeting is being held has got a test positivity rate of 65%. Now, it's quite shocking that this meeting is still being held, although the collector has written on the Facebook post saying that the meeting is being allowed because the restrictions are not based on test positivity rate but only on hospitalization and number of beds available in the hospital. But what is shocking is the fact that despite one of the conventions of the CPM in the district in Thiruvananthapuram had become a COVID cluster itself, this is certainly continuing, and that the laws seems to be different for the common man, because what needs to be also said was about 3,000 people were fined yesterday for cutting these, for flouting the rules of COVID. But now the CPM meeting is being held.